Hello and welcome to Lesson 13, pages 108 and 109. This is the song titled Country Morning in our Level 1 book. And this is just the second song we're using finger numbers for in our Mayring Cole book. So let's do a quick review of our finger numbers and how they work, and then we'll get our hands set up for this song. Okay, so finger numbers. Well, our thumbs are finger number 1. And to get to the other finger numbers, well, you just go across your fingers starting with your thumb. So we have finger number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the big thing I don't want to see you getting confused about, sometimes if we're right-handed, or maybe if you're left-handed, you might think, oh, okay, it's from left to right in my right hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But remember, you can't do the same thing in your left hand. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wouldn't be right. This is finger number 5. So you start at your thumb and then you move around to the rest of the fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, how does this help us in our music? Well, finger numbers are written on the music now under some notes to set up our hand positions for the song. There's a little 2. That means finger number 2 in the left hand because it's bass clef. So finger number 2 in the left hand, that would be my left hand here. It makes an L. So 1, 2, finger number 2. And this one up here, look, it's finger number 2 in the treble clef. So it means right hand, finger number 1, 2. So we're using both finger number 2s in this song. And we'll get back to that in a moment. Okay, finger numbers, brand new stuff. But let's look and see if we have any new symbols in this song. Nothing new, but definitely some stuff to review. This is our anacrusis, or what we call our pre-measure 1, or a pickup is what I like to call it. So with our pickup, remember, it kind of breaks the rules of the time signature, because the time signature tells us it's in 3/4 time. There needs to be 3 beats in every measure, but how many beats is a paired eighth note worth? It's only worth 1 beat, so we're missing 2 additional beats. Where are they? They're at the end of our song here in measure 8. They're usually picked up there, so there's a half note worth 2 beats. So 2 plus 1 is going to be 3. So that's how we get our 3 beats to meet the time signature's rule demand. Okay. So this does affect the count into the song because there's a pickup here. That's why I like to call it a pickup to the song. I'm going to count in the beginning of the song by saying 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And then we play on beat 3. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and I played a little of measure 1 there. So this is a pickup. This might be our first pre-measure 1 that is an eighth note. I don't know that we've ever had one that's a paired eighth note before. They're usually all walk notes or quarter notes. So this is maybe a first for us. And the only other symbol I'm seeing that would be new is, other than our finger numbers, is the fermata. And remember, that means to hold the note longer than its length, or duration is the term they like to use. So very good. Okay, let's go back to our hand position quick. We talked a little bit about it. Finger number 2 in the left hand, because it's bass clef, has to be on C, or middle C. So here's C, the first white key under the group of 2 black keys. I'm putting finger number 2 there. Very nice. So that means that I'm going to put fingers on all the keys that are next to it. Okay, just like this. And in the right hand, there's a finger number 2 over E, or a treble clef. So I got to put a finger number 2 right here on E, and then a finger next to it. But uh-oh, look at that. My thumbs are sharing the same key here. What am I going to do? Well, I like to call this a shared fingering, where we have some fingers sharing a note. And what we're going to see is, well, which hand is going to play this note? This is a D. Where's the D in our song? When does it first show up? Let's find it. Here it is. There's one in measure 1, and it's in the treble clef. So what I'm going to do is move my left hand thumb just off the piano a bit, and I just have it sitting nice and comfy right here, and my right hand thumb is going to take its place, okay? Because we don't need to use it. If we actually look forward to the rest of the song, here's 2 more Ds, but it's in the right hand. And if I keep going, measure 7 has 2 more. It's still in the treble clef or right hand. Okay, so our left hand's actually never going to play D. So our left hand thumb is going to just sit off of the piano for this song. Okay, so I've got finger 2 on C in the left hand. My thumb is not going on the piano for this one. And my right hand, you can think about it as putting your thumb on D or finger 2 on E. Okay? All right, well, let's do a practice for the notes we need in this song. We need C, D, E, F, and G is all we're going to play. And I want you to say the note out loud as we play it. We're kind of testing and working on our finger strength here. Let's do 5 in a row. So I'll just say, here we go. And then we're going to play 5 of each note, starting with C. We're going to do C, then D, then E, then F, then G. Okay, so here we go. Play C, 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 C. Now D. Oh, I might have played 4 there, sorry. Now D. Here we go. D, 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 D. Now E. Here we go. E, 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 E. Very nice. Now let's do F. Here we go with finger number 3. F, 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 and finally a G. Here we go. G, 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 G. Very nice. So there's all the notes we need: C, D, E, F, and G. Again, you can kind of practice this with all the fingers that are on the piano to get comfy with playing each of your fingers, because eventually we'll need to use all of them, but it's a slow build in the book, so don't worry. We're not going to suddenly have 5 notes in both hands pop up all of a sudden. We'll keep adding one at a time, okay? All right. So remember the beginning of our song, we said our count-in's going to be 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, and then we play on beat number 3, okay? All right, there's a little helpful reminder on the music. And what we're going to do for this song is say the finger numbers to practice the line first. So what I'm going to do is this. In the left hand, I'd say 2, 2, 2, 2. So all those 2s at the beginning. 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. Just like that. Let's do it really slow though. So I'll just say, here we go. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. So when I'm saying 2, I'm using 2 in the right hand and the left hand, okay? So that's C, C, E, C, E, D, E, C, C, C. But that was really fast. Let's slow that down and try it together at a steady beat, nice and slow. Say those finger numbers out loud if you can, or the notes, whatever's more helpful for you for your practice. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, C, C, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. Very nice. All right, the second line of our song, we have 2 Ds showing up. So 1, 1, and then 2, 2 on the left hand. And then we have a 2, 4. So our first G showing up in the song. And then we're kind of going back to the beginning. Look, it's almost like C, C, E, C, E. Okay, kind of a little bit of a change. I'm learning with you. C, C, E, C. But then we get an F here, which is finger number what? 3. 3. Wow, so let's practice this measure to make sure we don't miss any of these finger numbers. We're going to go through the second line just like we did the first, and we're just going to say the finger numbers out loud. I'll say 1, 2, go. And we're going to go nice and slow. The rhythms don't really matter as much here. I'm not this focused on that. I'm just focused on making sure I know which finger number to play. 1, 2, go. Second line. 1, 1, 2, 2, 2 in the right hand, 4, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3. Oh, I hope you got that at the end of measure 5. 2 3s in the right hand. Okay, so let's try the second line nice and slow. I'll say 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 4, 2, 2, 2, 2. 3, 3. Very nice. That 3, 3 in measure 5, that is tricky. We get our first F's in there. All right, let's move over to the second page. And it's really just kind of one line here, but they just put the measure on the bottom for that nice little picture they drew. So we have, we're just going to do all the way up to measure 8. All right, so we have 2, 2, 2, 2. Lots of 2s. 2, 2, 2, 2 in measure 6. And then 1, 1, 2, 1, 2 for our finger numbers here. So let's try that nice and slow. We're going to say our finger numbers. Whoops, I want to keep my count in at the beginning. Okay. And let's go play measures 6, 7, and 8 and say those finger numbers. I know it's lots of 2s. Just keep track your left and right. But that's kind of nice to realize, you guys. We're just kind of going back and forth between our finger 2s in both hands a lot in this song. So I'll just say 1, 2, go. 1, 2, go. So we have 2, 2, 2, 2. Measure 7 is 1, 1, 2, 1, and then 2 in our left hand. We're holding that until the sound goes away. We're longer than 2 beats, and then we're off. Very good. So let's try 6, 7, and 8 nice and slow. How about just a 1, 2, go? 1, 2, go, and 2, 2. Measure 6 still. 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. And we hold that with the fermata. Great work. Let's go back to the beginning of our song and try our first full performance of Country Morning. Remember that pre-measure 1 count in. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. C, C will play. Okay? And I'm going to say the finger numbers throughout the song. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, C, C, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 4, 2, 2, 2, 2. Our first 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, C with 2, and I'm holding until the sound goes away. All right, great work on completing Country Morning, and I will see you on the next song.